From ABC, this is World News Tonight with...
We tried to give them some good advice a few months ago. We told them, move it or lose it. They wouldn't move it. Now they're going to lose it.
Central London.
Don't be silly. Whoever heard of a 6-year-old chorus girl?
Land war is inevitable. Good luck to you.
From NBC News, this is Sunday Today with Garrett Utley, Mary Alice Williams, and Al Roker. America at War.
Well, at least 2 out of 3 is not bad on the Sunday morning. Good morning. Al Roker is taking the day off, and Mary Alice and I are here on hand and getting ready for Valentine's Day with our colors.
That's right. I know you won't forget Valentine's Day. That's Thursday.
I better not forget.
That's right. Wednesday is Ash Wednesday, the beginning of Lent, and Tuesday is Abraham Lincoln's birthday. And did you see that 125 years after his death, scientists are considering cloning hair samples from Abraham Lincoln to conduct DNA studies and find out what the man was made of.
Maybe we're going to have to revise the history books. I wonder if they're going to take locks from our hair and save them one day for examination. Well, in the next hour and a half, we're going to have a variety of stories, but of course the top story this morning does come from the Persian Gulf. Dick Cheney, the defense secretary, just held a news conference. We'll have details on that and other events of the day.
Right, an Iraqi defector described life in his country this week as bombs, bombs, not a moment without bombs. And the bombs are still falling as the Allied forces keep up their crippling attacks in preparation for a ground war. Estimates as to when that ground assault will begin range from 1 week to 1 month. The timing of such an attack is the subject of just concluded talks in Saudi Arabia between Defense Secretary Dick Cheney, Joint Chiefs Chairman General Colin Powell, and the American commander in the field, General H. Norman Schwarzkopf. That's our cover story today. What's the next phase in the Persian Gulf War?
Also this morning, we will look at war stress on the home front. It's affecting many people in ways they may not be fully aware of. We'll see how some people are getting help. We will meet some interesting women. In this country, Sister Gloria Maher, an energetic advocate for the elderly, those in nursing homes who need someone to look after their interests, their lives. And in Israel, we will meet women in uniform in the Army. They are not volunteers there. They are drafted, have to go into the armed services. And there, too, there is the question, should women go into combat? Also this morning here on Sunday Today, changes in the banking laws. How much will that affect your insured money in banks across the country? And we'll meet the ultimate cabaret singer, Karen Akers. But first, of course, the latest news. Mary Alice?
And in the war against Iraq, Defense Secretary Dick Cheney told reporters this morning in Riyadh the Allies have made major inroads in destroying Iraq's military capability. Correspondent Mike Betcher is in Saudi Arabia.
After a series of intense briefings by his top field commanders, Secretary Cheney felt convinced that Iraq no longer possessed the 4th largest army in the world. But he and General Powell had come here to determine what tactics should be employed to finally oust Iraq from Kuwait. He indicated that more than air power, perhaps some sort of ground assault would indeed be needed.
There's a point of diminishing returns when you've struck all the targets that you can strike from the air, when you've done everything you can to limit his resupply, when you've destroyed all of the armor and artillery that you can get at from the air, when you might then have to use other forces in order to achieve your objective.
Cheney said he felt certain that Iraq would not be able to reverse the tide of this war.
There isn't anything he can do at this stage that would reverse the basic fundamental course of the war. It seems to me there's only going to be one outcome, and that's going to be his defeat.
Cheney and Powell left Saudi Arabia, closely guarding their decision of if and when a ground war should begin. As they departed, Desert Storm Commander Norman Schwarzkopf gave them a final, upbeat assessment. Mike Betcher, NBC News, Saudi Arabia.
Baghdad radio said today Iraq rejects any proposal for a truce in the Gulf War.